I get this question a lot. I want to become a certified hand therapist. What do I need to do? How do I become a certified hand therapist? And it starts with that question and it goes and dives into, I don't know where to start, and I don't know, I don't know how to get started, right? So my name is Huang with Hand Therapy Secrets, and I'm going to talk to you about how to become a certified hand therapist. And I want to essentially create like a roadmap for you so that it can be easier, right? Easier to wrap your head around it. And really, at the end of the day, it's not easy to become a certified hand therapist, but I want to make it easier for you to create a plan for you to become a certified hand therapist. And really, at the end of the day, to take the overwhelm out of it, right? So how do you become a certified hand therapist? Well, first of all, you have to get your hours, right? You have to get your hours. You have to have years of experience, right? So usually to become a certified hand therapist, the CHT connotation comes from the htcc.com. It's from the Hand Therapy Commission that accredits you, right? So in order to become a certified hand therapist, you have to have 4,000 hours, right, in hand therapy, upper extremity type of management hours. You have to have years of experience. So you have to have a minimum of 3 years. And then after that, you can sit for the exam. Now, the exam is a pass or fail. There's no I almost passed. There's not A, B, C, and D. It's pass or fail. You pass, you become a certified hand therapist. If you fail, you are an occupational therapist or physical therapist that happens to do hand therapy, right? So there's a lot of people who want to become a certified hand therapist, want to study and sit for the exam. So everyone, how to become a certified hand therapist jumps right to, I want to sit for the exam. Now, the problem with that is that's where you're going to get a lot and tons of overwhelm, right? It's like, oh my God, what do I need to do? How do I even get there? And there's people who don't have the hours, don't have the years, and they are already jumping to the whole like, how do I study for the exam? I want to study for the exam to become a CHT. Well, let me help you create a roadmap in terms of how you can do it and have a little bit of less of an overwhelm with it, right? Because at the end of the day, you need some hours, you need some years, and then you can sit and study for the exam, right? So I don't know where to get started or how to get started. So let's start there first, right? So if you are without the hours, I have a guide out there that says how to get a job in hand therapy, because first you need to get your hours, right? And normally I say you get your hours by working with anyone who has hands and arms. That's how you get your hours. And no, not everyone is a flexor tendon. No, not everyone is a stiff PIP contracture, right? We have an opportunity as occupational therapists and as a physical therapist to decide that we want to specialize in hand and upper extremity management. And when you make that decision that, yes, that's what I want to do, that's where I feel most creative, where I feel most passion, then you start to get your hours. But first, you gotta get a job. You gotta get a job. Now, the job might be in skilled nursing, in acute care, in pediatrics, or in hand therapy. Now, obviously, the choice is to get a position in hand therapy, right? But there's multiple ways in which you get hours, and I want to open your mind and expand that it doesn't just have to be in an outpatient setting. It doesn't just have to be inside of a doctor's office. It doesn't have to be like only working with people with just like fractures and lacerations. Majority of the people, if you're lucky, you have 2 hands and 2 arms, right? And so I want you to expand your mind in terms of how you can get those hours and just get started. How you get a great job is to have lots of other jobs that show that you can get that great job, right? So that's one thing. And then you have to have a minimum of 3 years before you can even sit for that exam. So if you don't have the years, then why are you studying for the CHT, right? That's going to make you feel really overwhelmed. So if I could just take that out for you, I have reduced your overwhelm. And really it comes back to like, where do I get started, right? First you get the job. And sometimes how you get the job is you've got to be able to do your job. So it comes down to learning, right? So a lot of times we think, oh, just because we got out of school, that somehow having our occupational therapy license and having our physical therapy license, that somehow we just automatically get it because we earn this degree. But majority of the time, we earn that degree just to have the right to do that job. Now we have to actually do it. So it's really important to put yourself into places and positions where you continue to grow and learn, right? That's why I've developed, the free guides. So I've got, how to get a job in hand therapy, and I've got the free 30-day hand therapy training, and it's just to give you a glimpse into what hand therapy can be for you, right? It is for me a certain way, and you get a glimpse inside my clinic, how I run my clinic, how I train my own team, how I run my mentorship programs. And then, on that learning path that you're on, you really need to go into a job knowing what to do. So as an occupational therapist or a physical therapist, you evaluate a person. You say, what's your problem? I can help you solve that problem. If you are in pain, I can help you reduce that pain. If you can't move, I can help you move better. If you can't do certain things in your life, like work, do your hair, put your makeup on, take care of your kids, I can help you figure out where those problems are, and I can help you get to your goals, right, by taking little steps. That's what we do as occupational therapists, as physical therapists, and so when we can do our job of that, we can get more jobs and better jobs, and the jobs that we want, that will give us the hours that we want, the years that we want, and then to be able to essentially sit for the exam and become a certified hand therapist. So if you want to become a certified hand therapist, I'm going to create another roadmap in terms of, I'm going to create another video that's going to outline a little bit more specifically how you can get started and where you can get started at. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed this video of how to become a certified hand therapist and what you need to become a certified hand therapist. My name is Juan with Hand Therapy Secrets, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to include some links in the video below. So depending on where you see this, you might see some links that give you the guide in terms of how to get a job, or if you're just starting to think about hand therapy, there's a free guide that shows you, 30 days of free hand therapy training, just for you to get a glimpse into what hand therapy really can be all about. Now, if you are someone who's ready, you're like, I'm getting those hours, I've got those years, and I need more help, then I've got several different paid programs in the hand therapy mentorship program where it can get you started and keep you going as well. And then of course a hand exam prep program that it's pretty much once you are sitting here ready for that exam, I can help you increase your confidence and help you go into that exam a lot more prepared with critical thinking techniques and skills. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider hitting subscribe, and you can get on my email list, and of course you can always contact me. I hope to talk to you soon.